Do you want more confidence in your life? We're going to talk about the #1 confidence killer today and 3 tips on how not to do it in your life. Hey, how's it going? My name is Becker, and if you are new to this channel and you like the content you see, consider subscribing to it by clicking that subscription button below and hit that little bell next to it so you don't miss a thing. Today we're going to talk about the #1 confidence killer that I have found in my life that shatters my confidence in an instant, and that is comparison. Comparing yourself to others. And I'm going to share with you my top 3 tips on how I stopped doing that in my own life. Tip #1, before I get too far down in the muck and mire of comparison, which turns around to you just destroying your own confidence by looking badly at yourself, I turn that around to compliments about that person or the situation. If I am comparing myself to another person, or I'm comparing what I've done to what they've done, instead of thinking that I've fallen short and I'm not good enough, I turn to whatever I'm comparing to and I start complimenting that situation or that person or the things that person has done. I start complimenting them, whether it's to their face, which is super powerful, or whether it's just inside my head. I think, wow, that's really good. They've worked hard. They deserve it. I always tell myself that they deserve that because they've worked hard, right? So I turn the comparison into compliments. The #2 tip I have for stop comparing is I turn the compliments on myself. So instead of looking at that person and thinking that they have it so much better or that situation is so much better, I look at myself and how far I came or whatever it is that I might feel proud about at that time, and I start complimenting myself, even if I have to search for it. If I've gotten myself down that low where I feel that bad about myself and it's ruining my self-esteem at the moment, I look for ways to compliment myself. I look for ways to compliment my situation, and I start being grateful for it. I just start being super grateful about everything I could think of in my life. I want you to check out the video I did below, and I believe that'll also help in this situation as well. The #3 tip I have to stop the comparison game is to remember that we're all different. And it's also to remember that every day I work to be the best version of myself. Some days I might take bigger steps than others. Some days they might just be little tiny steps that almost seems like nothing, but every day I am working to become the best version of myself. And while that person or that situation may be something that I feel like the grass is greener on the other side, it's not. Everybody has their hardships. Everybody has what I call their behind the scenes. So while we are all just seeing their highlight reels, whether it's on social media or whether it's what we see at work or what we see at church or wherever we are, we see their highlight reels. They look their best, they are acting their best, everything seems so wonderful, but I remind myself, and I want to remind you, that everybody has a behind the scenes. Everybody has down moments in their life. Everybody has little things that nag at them or that make them feel unconfident. Everybody has failures. Everybody has their ugly moments. So while you are sitting there looking at somebody else or some other situation and comparing yourself, they might be doing the same thing to you. They might be wishing they had your life. So it's important just to stay in your own life, compliment others, compliment and uplift yourself as well, and continue going on to what you want to do in your life and stop comparing. Comparison is one of the biggest killers of confidence. So I hope you have found this video helpful. If you have, I ask for that thumbs up. And if you like the content you see on this channel, again, I ask that you subscribe to it, because every Thursday I bring you new content to help you live your best life ever. Bye.